Welcome to This Week in Orthodoxy, the world's only online video newscast focused on events in the life of the Orthodox Church. I'm Emmy Louveris. These are some of the stories making headlines this week. Archbishop Demetrios visits summer campers. What is Camp Papi? The IOCC Farm Project reaps food and earning power for West Bank women. And The Green Patriarch, a documentary. First up from New York, on Thursday, July 17th, Archbishop Demetrios of America visited Camp St. Paul, the direct archdiocesan district youth camp in the scenic Berkshire Hills of Connecticut. 11 years in operation, Camp St. Paul is set to host more than 650 campers this summer. Arriving in the late morning, the Archbishop was welcomed by enthusiastic campers, counselors, staff, and clergy, eager to spend some time with him, hear his words of wisdom and advice, and ask him lots of questions. The Archbishop expressed his pride and appreciation for the camp and the participation of the campers. "It is wonderful to be here," he said, "surrounded by this amazing natural beauty, but above all, it is wonderful to be surrounded by the human presence of the children. It is a breath of fresh air in every sense." He continued that for the church it is important to have this tremendous opportunity of having the children here and for them to be near the church from a young age, while enjoying educational and entertainment opportunities, athletic activities, and at the same time developing healthy relationships. He continued by saying that the summer camp as an institution is one of the most important tools used by the church to ultimately connect the children to God, to themselves, and to their families. It is a great ministry to the youth, building and cultivating their Orthodox and Hellenic character. And next, Camp Papi. If your child has cancer, what do you need most? If you are that child's sibling, or the child who has cancer themselves, what do you need the most? Above all, you need unconditional love. Your daily life can be full of fear, pain, hard work, and stress. It can be hard to remember a time when you could laugh and relax. It can be hard to remember what it felt like to be still and reflect on your own experience with someone who wanted to understand it. At Camp Papi, families who are battling childhood cancer can do all those things. They can relax and heal, even if only for a few days, before they have to get up to rejoin the battle. They can bask in unconditional love, dance, laughter, they can be still, and they can talk. Camp Papi is a program of the Greek Orthodox metropolis of San Francisco, Philoptochos Kids in Cancer Ministry, with camps in Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington. The ministry provides an extraordinary, all-expenses-paid summer camp experience in a safe environment, specially designed to meet the needs of children and families fighting cancer. Footage from Camp Papi Northwest in Washington State can help you to better understand how very special this ministry is and how deeply it touches the hearts of families who come to it. For more information, log on to campapapi.net. And next up, from the West Bank, International Orthodox Christian Charities, IOCC, is helping women learn how to farm their land, tend gardens, and raise animals in order to provide for their families. 4 years ago, Samira's husband was killed while farming his land in the West Bank, leaving her with 7 children to support, little education, and no source of income. "I was very afraid after the death of my husband because I was alone," the 43-year-old widow recalled. "I never used to do farming and agriculture. This was a challenge for me." In another remote West Bank village, 38-year-old Reina completed her education but was unable to work far from home as her elderly mother required round-the-clock care. With no other family to help her and no source of income to them, Reina's options were limited. Hunger and poverty are a daily threat to the families living in the West Bank's isolated and arid northern communities. Job opportunities are very limited, particularly for Palestinian women. For some, their homes are too distant from the city jobs, while others lack income-earning skills or face cultural barriers that prevent them from working outside the home. Although agriculture seems to be one of the few options open, the women face numerous obstacles trying to farm their land, including restrictions on travel to and from farm plots, as well as limited water access, making it difficult to succeed in developing productive, profitable farms. IOCC is helping women such as Reina and Samira overcome these hurdles with an agricultural program designed to make the most of whatever land remains available to them. More than 200 vulnerable women-headed households in the West Bank are receiving agricultural and animal husbandry training to develop sustainable, high-yield home gardens, beekeeping, livestock, and poultry production. The goal is to improve their economic situation by producing enough food for their families and for market. Samira, who now raises chickens to produce eggs, says she is still amazed at how the project has improved her quality of life. I can say that I was a very poor woman who was left with 7 children waiting for people to help me. She added, this assistance from IOCC embraced me and my children. It made me see that I can change my situation and the future of my children. IOCC also provides daycare support for 35 preschool children at a newly rehabilitated childcare center, offering them a safe haven to play and learn in while their mothers tend gardens and farm animals to help ensure their family will not have to face the threat of hunger and poverty in the future. IOCC has had a humanitarian presence in Jerusalem, the West Bank, and Gaza since 1997 to help vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, youth, and the elderly. To learn more, visit iocc.org. And lastly, His All Holiness Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew insists that we must take care of the environment, earning him the title the Green Patriarch. The documentary shows some of the Ecumenical Patriarch's endeavors to protect the environment. Just a few minutes into the film, these striking and memorable words are shared.
To commit a crime against the natural world is a sin. For human beings to destroy the biological diversity of God's creation, for human beings to contaminate the earth's waters, its land, its air, and its life. All of these are sins.
Check out the documentary and let us know what you think on myocn.net. And in news from OCN, we're celebrating 20 years of media ministry and have been busy breaking down communication barriers while building up avenues to connect Orthodox Christians worldwide. We want you to be a part of our growth. Log on to myocn.net and consider making a contribution. For just 10 cents a day, you can comfort, inspire, and inform people all over the world. Be a part of the OCN 10-cent movement. And remember, you can access the many breaking stories, blogs, podcasts, and videos available on the latest topics of interest on myocn.net or watch us on our YouTube OCN video channel. That brings another edition of This Week in Orthodoxy to a close. For everyone here in our OCN studios, I'm Emmy Muveris. Let's go forth in peace.